Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are killing T3, aka Uber Olroth, 500 times. Our total investment for this video is almost 15,000 divines, meaning we'll need a little bit of luck and some good drops to walk away with a profit. If you enjoy this video and educational long-form PoE2 content, consider liking and subscribing. And thank you for watching. Before we get into any loot, it's important we talk about the initial investment for the video and the items we are hoping to see in order to profit. At the time of filming this video, the current market ratio of runic splinters to divines is 5.08 to 1. I purchased 75,000 splinters for all 500 Uber Olroth kills, and if we take into account that each kill is 150 splinters, we get an average cost per kill of 29.5 divines and a total cost for the video of 14,742. Now, I understand that hearing those numbers may catch you guys a little bit off guard. You may be thinking, how on God's green earth is Nick going to profit from this video? Luckily, since you are here, random viewer, I'm going to cue you into my foolproof 4-step plan to profit from this video. Step number 1. Pick up every single lineage support that Olroth drops, of which he drops 3, the Uhtred's Exodus, Uhtred's Omen, and Uhtred's Augury. They sell for 70, 600, and 800 divs respectively, making them pivotal to our profit from the video. Step number 2. Pick up every unique item that Olroth drops, even though a majority of them will be completely worthless. If we get some decent RNG, we can hopefully find the better ones more often. The Olroth's Resolve and the Heroic Tragedy sell for 400 divs and 8 divs respectively, even when unidentified. Once again, solidifying their necessity to us making some money. Step 3, as you might have guessed, is us picking up any of Olroth's reliquary keys and resisting the temptation to open them. They are worth a lot more on average being sold than opened, and we are going to need some good RNG to make some money from this video. Speaking of RNG, that brings us to step number 4. Pray for some absolutely insane RNG because this video is really damn expensive. The last thing I'd like to touch on before we get started with the video is what rarity I'm currently running and what my Atlas tree looks like. I truthfully do not think that either of these things make any substantial bit of difference, but I do know that if I do not post them, I will be asked about them, and the last thing I want to do is disappoint everybody. So, for your viewing pleasure, on the screen, you can see my rarity and my Atlas. Now, without further ado, let's finally get into the boss's loot. Alright, time for the first kill. Will we start off with a life flask? We will not.
Purify.
No way! This is kill number 2. Like, you've got to be kidding me. We are off to an insane start once again. Hold on one second. Yeah, kill number 2. And we get a 400 div Olroth's Resolve. It looks staged. I promise it's not. That is absolutely crazy. I think we're about 15 kills or so in. I'm not entirely sure how many. I could check, but I'm not going to. And we just got our second tank. We got obviously the Olroth's Resolve in the previous clip, and this is Uhtred's Omen, which I believe is... Actually, I don't know. I hope this is one of the valuable ones. I guess I'll find out. 25 kills or so in, and we got our first Heroic Tragedy. I'm not sure if I'm going to be identifying these or not. I think they sell for about 7 div unidentified, so we'll see how much we have at the end. If we identify a few, maybe we'll hit it big. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hey, we have our first Uhtred's Exodus coming in. I believe this is the really, really cheap one, but it is still profit for the kill, and we are happy to see it. Okay, so I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I have these salted caramel snacks, and they're really chewy, which is why I kind of sound weird. I've eaten like 3 or 4 of them while I'm running these, and every time I'm chewing on one, I get a drop. Oh, excuse me. I get a tank. So, bad for my waistline, good for my budget. I guess I'm just going to keep eating these because, they seem to bring good luck. So I believe this is our 5th ultimate life flask, the Olroth's Resolve that we got as a drop. I believe the drop rate is 4%, which means 4 in 100. We are on kill count 90, and we have 5. So we are slightly over the rate for these, which I couldn't be happier about because every single kill is a lot of money. And this pays for like 12 or 13 kills, which is awesome. I believe we are in kill number 100 on the dot. Let me check. Sorry, 101. Kill 101, and we just got our first Olroth Reliquary Key. I don't know the price of this, but it has got to be worth something since the Olroth Resolve is so expensive, so I'm sure we made some money. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a few hours in and have officially reached the 125 kill check-in. I think that things have gone pretty well for us so far, but I truthfully don't actually know because I'm filming this voiceover prior to calculating the profit and loss, so I guess we're going to figure that out together. Alright, so being at the 125 kill check-in, we have used 18,750 of our 75,000 splinters that we started with, having cost us 3,687.5 divines to kill Uber Olroth 125 times thus far. Saying that out loud is kinda crazy, because that is just an absolute truckload of currency. Before getting into our very lucrative tab, I'm going to touch base on the currency, the regular items, and the uniques that we don't care about. So currently in the currency tab, we have about 10 div of raw currency, and that's it. The boss doesn't drop a lot, and there's no catalyst like the breach boss, so contributing to the currency tab is a slow burn. For the regular items, I just have a Gemini bow that rolled with T1 physical damage, and a Voltaic staff that rolled with T1 spell damage. For the Viking helmets, the Spirit Bones, the Viking axes, the Torment clubs, and also the Spalin, we don't really care about these. Moving into our juice tab, we're going to start on the left side. We currently have 6 Olroth's Resolves and 125 kill count. They are a 4% drop rate, so we are kind of over the drop rate by having 6 and 125, and those are currently sold for 400 div on the dot, giving us 2400 div in Olroth Resolves. We have 4 Uhtred's Exoduses, which are sold for about 70 div apiece, 2 of the Omens, which are sold for 610 or more, and one of the Reliquary Keys, which is sold for 165 div. We also have 11 of the Heroic Tragedy Jewels, which are currently unidentified and go for about 8 div a pop if you don't identify them. If we take all the items in this tab and add them up together, we get a total price check of 4,149 divines. Rounding out our 125 kill check-in, exactly how much money are we making so far? If we take the value of our currency tab and our juice tabs added together, we get 4,159 divines. Subtracting our cost of 3,687.5, this leaves us with a net profit so far of 471.5 divines, which is approximately 3.7 divines per kill, or roughly 157.6 divines per hour. I genuinely can't complain. Now let's see some more loot. Our first tank since the 125 kill check-in, and it is a 400 divine Olroth's Resolve. You love to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2 worst tanks I think we could have gotten, but it is a double drop, and we will take it. Okay, so I have a lot of Olroth Resolve clips between 125 and 250, but I'm definitely going to include this one, and I'm going to ask 2 people who may be commenting on this video named Zenrear and Ninja to back me up on this. I've been sharing my screen with them on Discord, and I have 5 tanks in a row now. I got an Ultimate Life Flask, 3 Heroic Tragedies, and then another Ultimate Life Flask in 5 kills. So 5 kills in a row, I've seen a tank, which is actually insane. The RNG right now is just popping off. Back me up in the comments, guys. I appreciate you. All right, so I definitely have to film this drop. It's been nothing but resolves after resolves after resolves. We got an Olroth Reliquary Key, which is really cool. It's 165 div, so super happy about it. We made some money, and yeah, it's going well. It's going really well. Hello, once again, everyone. We have reached the 250 kill check-in, and I have got to say that this last 125 has been absolutely nuts when it comes to one specific item. If you have been watching the video up until this point, you probably know what that item is, but if you haven't been and you skipped right here, that's totally fine, and you'll find out in just a minute. So we're starting off our 250 kill check-in by taking a look at our Splinters tab, and as you can see, we are halfway done. We have used 37,500 runic splinters so far, having killed Olroth 250 times, which is halfway done with our 75,000 we started with. If we take the total cost that we have experienced so far with our 250 kills, we're looking at 7,000 375 divines worth of cost, which is absolute highway robbery. Are we making money? Are we not? We're going to go ahead and check on that. All right, the next tab on our list is our currency, and we are currently sitting at around 25 raw divines worth of currency, and that is including the artifacts in the bottom. We did manage to get several more raw divine drops than the last 125, but overall the currency tab's value is still negligible compared to the total cost of our run so far. In our items tab, I've just added some staves that are basically just recombination fodder, nothing overly impressive. For our uniques that are not in the super juicy tab, we have almost a full tab of helmets, almost a full tab of axes, and about half a tab of shields. Our most valuable tab, where we keep our resolves, tragedies, lineages, and also our reliquary keys, has a nice little glow up since the 125 kill check-in. And although we didn't get any of the omens or any of the auguries still, what we did get was a ton of Olroth resolves. Like, we have 10 of these. We dropped literally 10 of these in the last 125 kills. We once again also dropped 4 of the Exoduses and 1 of the Reliquary Keys, and instead of 11 Heroic Tragedies in the first 125, we dropped 9. If we take a total value of everything in this tab at current market prices as of today, we're looking at 8,674 divs. Finishing up our 250 kill check-in, we have around 25 divines from our currency tab and 8,674 divines estimated worth of items from our juicy tab. If we combine those totals, this leaves us with a current estimated value of loot at 8,699 divs, just one short of 8,700. If we subtract the current cost of the splinters that we've used so far at 7,375 divs, that brings our estimated current profit to 1,324 divs, which is almost a 1,000 div profit gain from the first 125 kills. That also increased our average drop value per kill at 5.3 divines versus 3.7 for the first 125, and brings our per hour div total to 220 divs of profit per hour, an absolute major increase from the first 125 kills. Absolute cinema. The parade of Olroth's resolves continues to be just ongoing. It's like we gotten 3 drops since the 250 kill check, and I think I'm about 17 or 18 or 19 kills in. And we have a second Olroth resolve. So they keep coming, and I keep taking them. I have once again made several clips talking about the Olroth resolve that I've been getting. I keep dropping these, and I'm super, super happy about it. But one thing I want to point out really quick is my buddy Toby just tried to corrupt his sacrificial regalia. It rolled with energy shield, which makes it incredibly valuable, and he forgot to corrupt the base, so it turned into a Keth Raymond. And this is 2,000 divs, and this is worthless. So RIP Toby, but that is absolutely hilarious. I am super happy to report that we finally have a clip that is not me getting a Olroth resolve. We got another omen. This is about 500 div to the bank. They are crashing a little bit right now, but 500 div is 500 div. Couldn't be happier. We made some money. Okay, so I like to admit when I make mistakes, and I'm currently in a Discord call with my buddies, and I looked at my other screen and I died. So I called one of my buddies in the chat, or in the Discord call, to come and finish my kill. And of course, it's my buddy Toby, who has ran 50 Olroth this season and not seen a single life flask. He comes in, he kills my Olroth for me, and what does it drop but an Olroth resolve? You couldn't make it up. This is textbook absolute cinema moment. Oh, finally! Jesus Christ. Finally. Oh, we finally got an Uhtred's augury.
You've made such a fucking stupid amount of money off Olroth.
I know, dude. I know. Oh my god, what's the kill count? 331 technically since you came in and finished that one kill. We finally 331 kills to get an Uhtred's augury. Yes! Yes! Skeppy, what did I tell you? I mean, I said I was gonna get a resolve, but you see that, dude?
That's cool. Oh my god.
Oh, 800 divs to the bank, bro. We love it. Keeping on a rate with one reliquary key per 125 kills, the last fourth of the video has finally pulled its reliquary key, and we are on probably kill count 400, so we still have 100 to go. Oh, and we got an Exodus. This is almost assuredly the last Olroth's Resolve of all 500 of these runs. I have literally 4 kills left, and then we are finished. And I honestly went into this video thinking I wasn't going to make any profit, but as you guys will see at the 500 kill check-in, we undoubtedly made just a metric crap ton of profit. I can't wait to share with you. I'll see you there. So I know I just filmed a clip saying that Olroth's Resolve was undoubtedly the last one that we're going to get, but this is definitely the last tink that we're going to get. That was, I have 2 kills left. All right, we're about to see the last drop of our 500 kills. What do you think we're going to get?
Spearborn.
No way! No way! No,
Augury?
no way, dude. I can't make this stuff up, man. Like two or three clips ago, I said this is undoubtedly the last Olroth's Resolve that I get, and that was like 5 kills ago. And I just got an Exodus and a Life Flask on the last kill. Hold on one second. So 499 KC. Yeah, last kill. Absolute cinema. Well, 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 ladies and gentlemen, it has been only 13 hours since we began our journey of killing Olroth at Uber difficulty 500 times, and I am happy to say that we have arrived at the 500 kill check-in. We are currently sitting at 499 kills on our tracker. I'm missing 1 single kill off 500 because I died in a previous clip, and if you skip directly to this point and you missed that clip, I recommend going back and watching it because it's an 11 out of 10 clip, and I do recommend. As you can see, our Splinters tab is completely empty, meaning that we have ran all 500 Olroth kills and used 75,000 runic splinters, which costed us 14,742 divines, and our pockets are currently empty because we have not sold anything. Looking at our currency tab here is the first one we're going to check on for 500 kills. We have approximately what I'd guess to be about 40 divs worth of currency. That includes all the artifacts down here and the raw currency that we dropped. 40 divs is not a lot. Really only pays for like 1 kill, but something is better than nothing, so we take what we can get. Moving on to the items tab, and I'm going to keep this short. There's really not a whole lot of stuff here. I picked up some stuff that I thought maybe had some good affixes, and I'm pretty sure the only item that I'm going to be able to sell is this bow and maybe this jewel. I'll get about 25 to 30 div for the bow. I don't have any idea how much I'll get for the jewel, but I will report back with any news. Rounding out the items that nobody cares about are the 5 tabs that I have of unique items. We have 178 of the Spirit Bone Helmets, 180 of the Torment Club Axes, and 56 of the Spallen Shields. In total, that is 414 items that we never wanted to see on the ground, which equates to a whopping profit for us of 46 Chance Orbs. You love to see it. One of the first things you'll notice about this tab is that it's separated into 4 sections. Each of these 4 sections represents 125 kills, or approximately 1/4 of the entire video. So we have the first 125, the second 125, the third, and the fourth, and by a decent margin, the third 125 was the best. The fourth 125 was the second best, which is actually quite ironic because it started off with 40 kills in a row with almost no good drops. The second 125 is the third best, and finally, we started off the video apparently on a low note, and that was the first 125. Getting into the numbers for this tab, a lot of these items have been fluctuating quite a bit recently. However, we currently have 36 Olroth's Resolves, which I expect to sell at about 400 divs apiece. We have 22 of the Uhtred's Exoduses, which I expect to sell at about 70 div apiece. We have 3 of the Uhtred's Omens at 600, 2 of the Uhtred's Augury is at 800, 6 of Olroth's Reliquary Keys at 165, and 39 of the Heroic Tragedies at 7 or 8 divs apiece. I did say earlier in the video that I was going to identify these and then sell them, but since we're so late in the league and it would take me a lot of effort to sell the Heroic Tragedies identified, I'm just going to go ahead and sell them unidentified, and we're just going to go from there. If we take the entire price check of this tab at current market prices, we get 20,400 362 divines, which is just a crazy amount of currency. I'm not sure I'm going to get exactly all of that because I am going to sell these things at a bit of a discount to get them sold quicker. And unfortunately, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sell this guy because I accidentally identified him. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sell everything, and I will be back with you guys with one final price check to see exactly how much we made. And this gentleman is buying every single one of our heroic tragedies at 7 div apiece. And here's a little update on some of the stuff that we're selling in Ange. So this is do we just hit him with the thank you, sir? Much appreciated. Yeah, he's having a good time. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it has realistically been about 6 hours since I recorded the last clip, and everything I want to sell has sold. As you can see, we have sold every single Olroth's Resolve, every single Heroic Tragedy, and if we look inside our stash tab, drumroll please, we have 20,376 divine in our stash tab, which is the earnings from this video, the total earnings. It is a little bit off my expectations from the previous clip of 20,462, but I had to sell some resolves for cheaper. Some of them sold for more expensive depending on the roles. Some of the lineages sold for more, some of them sold for less. And overall, it kind of evened out to almost what my expectations were, but I think adding 36 Olroth resolves to the economy at once was a little bit of a shock to it, so I did have to drop the price a little bit. Anyway, 20,376 divines is where we're going to call it. Recalling our input cost, we spent 14,472 divines on all 500 Uber Olroth kills. If we take this into account and subtract it from our 20,376 total divines, we get a profit of 5,634 divines over the course of only 13 hours of running Olroth on repeat. If we break it down to an hour and per kill basis, we profited about 11.26 divines per kill, or 433.4 divines per hour, which is among the best money you can make in this game that is not crafting or temple farming. I think it goes without saying, but I'll touch on it again, that the loot from this video completely blew my expectations out of the water. If this video blew your expectations out of the water, you enjoyed it, or you enjoy educational, long-form PoE2 content, consider dropping a like and a subscription as well as a comment down below, which I promise I'll read. Once again, my name is Nick. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.